All right. It's bright and early. Break out that coffee. Daily bread with Sosa and Rex. You guys can all DM me, yell at me in the comments that it's early. It's my fault. Don't blame Sosa for this one. How you
Saturday
doing this
morning
early
money.
morning?
Saturday morning money. You know the deal. It's early on a Saturday. Are the people going to pull up? My man, there we go. We're right
Yes,
at it,
sir.
right in here. You already know the deal, man. I'm fresh from yesterday. You see me with my hoodie on that I was wearing yesterday. I don't really care because it's fresh. Aimee Leon Dor. They should sponsor me. Very nice brand out of New York.
It's a
What's good
fucking
with
hoodie,
you,
man. You can wear that thing a million
man? I don't
times
really care.
before.
What's good with you this morning?
Not much, not much. About to be at Pittsburgh later today. So as usual, if you're gonna be at the game, hit me up. Beer on me. Just getting out this YouTube link right now since we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Last time we did a bright and early show, we got a lot of people tapping in. So if you're walking your dog, if you're getting up and rolling around, perfect time to tap in. Only thing I would say is definitely use action today on these bets since we are coming at you 8 a.m. We don't know if there could be a potential scratch, so we'll let you know the ones that we're definitely forcing action on. But other than that, man, we already got 20 people tapping in. Thank you all for that. Let us know what you're liking. But
Early
MLB,
morning.
MLS, it's about what we're going to do today. Got that beautiful flag behind me.
Ooh, the Union, your squad. You love to see it. You love to see it, man. Uh, I really do think today's going to be a great day, man. I really do. I went exactly 60% last night, which is good. But bro, baseball is getting janky as fuck. Like I can't even like. There's no like other way for me to state it. It's like it's not intimidating, but it's like what the fuck, man. Like it's really baseball's really becoming kind of strange right now. I can't even
I
find
think
like
we
it's
kind of prefaced it yesterday that it was just from the fact that yesterday was the trade deadline. You saw all the teams didn't bring some players up yet. Guys are in transit, so they didn't get there. But you saw Rizzo Homer, but he was traded 2 days ago. So I think today's kind of going to be your evening out day and what you'll be able to see a little bit more.
absolutely.
All right,
There's so
let's just get right into it. We're already 2 minutes into this. Thank you again for everyone tuning in. Hit us up in the comments with what you're riding today. What game are we starting off with? Because first pitch is at 3, so we got a little bit of time.
we're gonna start with that Oakland game, obviously, or no, not the Oakland game. The Toronto Blue Jays. We're gonna go the team total over again. Manoah on the mound, Minor on the mound for the Royals. Kansas City were big time sellers at the trade deadline. Uh, Blue Jays were buyers. So were the Yankees. So were the Red Sox. The Red Sox made a couple little moves too, but it's imperative for them to get on a roll here. They won last night. They're back at home. They won last night. They're going to win again tonight against the Royals. But I'm going to go their team total. And right now on my book, the game's locked. So I'm going to need to know which one's yours.
Or let me pull that up. I mean, they're averaging 5.1 runs. And yes, Arthur L. Murphy, they are locked. We saw Rizzo last night. He had those sick Chicago flag batting gloves on, like a nice little tribute there. So that was a nice spot there. That book is locked as well. I mean, I think it is Lynch in question for Kansas City because I know Stripling's definitely going to be starting for Toronto.
No, it's not going to be Stripling from what I see. I see Manoah starting.
That's probably why you have it currently locked.
Yeah, I have Manoah as the starter.
Here we go. I was able to get it. Toronto Blue Jays over 5.5 minus 120.
There it is. Minus 120. That's the first play for me. Yeah, and that's we also bet the Blue Jays on Saturday. It's Saturday. It's what we do.
And we don't bet them to win games, even though we should have bet them to win games the other 2 nights. And last night, I mean, it was the first game back in the park, and you saw the juice came out, got a nice little win, run line, money line. Anyway, you did it. They got you last night.
Big facts.
Let's go into a team that we fade on Saturdays.
The White Sox.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The White Sox. McKenzie's in a tough spot today. White Sox they were buyers at the trade deadline. Went and got Kimbrel from the crosstown rivals. Gave up a lot to get him. Gave up a lot to get Kimbrel, bro. I mean,
He was really the only reliever that had a market, I want to say, or guaranteed that big of a market.
with what the Cubs did yesterday. The Cubs got so many prospects that in 4 or 5 years they're going to be really good. They basically tanked in one season. Like, it's kind of crazy. They got rid of all of their high level veteran talent, and they just stockpiled with prospects. Yeah, of course. You get Eloy back in the lineup. Scary moment last night in that game too for Jose Abreu. He took a 96-mile-an-hour pitch off the dome, off the head. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
That was no point intentional. I mean, it's just pitcher lost a grip and it just ended in the worst possible spot.
But I'm obviously not betting on the White Sox today. Even though I do think today might be the day where they do it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it.
Well, yeah, -155. You'd either have to use that on a money line anchor or go with the team total or anything like that.
It's in -174 money line on FanDuel right now.
Yeah, and they're facing a righty starter. I know they still hit righties better, but I like to target them with the lefties here. And yeah, Saturdays, I mean, they started to pick it back up a little bit, but they're still under 500 on Saturday games. Not much to go there. Look for Spin Doctor. I don't think he'll have potentially one on this one. I know McKenzie and Keuchel are in his favorite two guys, but definitely be watching him. Last day of his free tout card if you retweet him. So make sure you definitely hop in on that.
Yes, sir. And let me see another.
Let's go to you want to talk about the game that I'm going to tonight with Pittsburgh versus the Phillies?
I do want to talk about that.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but was I spot on saying the Pirates bats were going to come back alive yesterday? Or if this was ever a spot for them to come back alive, it was yesterday. And boy, one hit. How the fuck, if you're the Phillies, do you get one goddamn hit by Crow in the Pirates bullpen? That was I watched a decent amount of that on the side, and that was just like one of the most frustrating Phillies games I've watched this whole season. One fucking hit.
Yeah. Against an inferior team. Unbelievable. A very bad team. So that's just inexcusable. But it's the Phillies, man.
Yeah. Well,
unless you're a fan, you understand this happens.
Yeah, a little bit too frequently, but yeah, we got Nola and Brubaker, on the mound today. And if it's a Nola day and I'm gonna be there, it's like almost my rite of passage. But since it's Nola, it's keeping me off it. But I know I should probably do it. I always bet an over usually when I go to the game. The smart way is to bet the under, so then you have fun either way. Because if you have a bunch of points, you're probably seeing a good game, and then if it goes under, you're happy with the most boring game ever. I like to go like double it up, double pain, or double nothing. But I think here we'll just go with the Phillies run line -1.5. Obviously, I got that +115 with a Nola day. Probably should just be going first five, but you'll see me sweating probably this bullpen whenever it comes in.
I'm rolling with you, obviously. So let's get it. You can't go to the game and not bet on your team, man. It's where we're at with it now. If you go to the game and you're not putting some action on it, then what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, the ticket could be free. I mean, I know it's a Pirates game, so it wasn't that expensive to begin with, but.
Yeah, agreed. I am also. I think I expect runs in this game, but I'm not gonna jinx
it. Yeah, it's 8. I mean, they got. My only concern is, and the reason why I kind of like the Phillies run line here is the Pirates bats. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful night, so the ball could be flying out a little bit. But once you get 3 runs in your prior 3 games and you put up a 7 bomb and you get 3 in the first inning, you're kind of going to think, sure, they're not going to regress maybe right away, but it could just be a night where they get 5 hit and the Phillies are the only team putting up runs. That's the only reason why I haven't played the over 8. And sure, I'm definitely a little bit little bit biased to Nola. Yeah, I thought about betting Nola K prop. What his K's is. Let me see if I can get the number. I know it's pretty early in the day, so I don't know if it'll be out.
It's 5.5. It's got to be 5.5 or 6.5 max.
Yeah, I don't see it out yet. Manoa's is out for some reason
Uh,
already, but
Nola is 6.5 on my book.
yeah,
6.5 minus 120.
maybe we'll throw a beer bet on it later. We'll see, but we'll just stick with the run line.
7+ is even money. 9+ is plus 290.
Yeah. Stop trying to tempt me and twist my arm on this one. We already got the run line locked in. That's going to be sweaty as anything. We'll definitely find it. This game is at home for the Pirates.
Yeah, Brubaker's at the crib.
Yeah. I'm traveling all the way out there. That's going to be a fun ride. Probably stop at Amish territory, get a scrapple egg and cheese on the way. Stop at Lancaster.
Mm-hmm. I got two plays in the Cincinnati Reds game. I'm heavy on the Reds today.
Ooh.
I like the Reds first half money line plus 104. They're dogs today against the Mets. Rich Hill making his first start against in a new uniform. I don't think a new uniform does anything for Rich Hill. I think he fucking thinks.
I still think Spin Doctor is definitely going to be. He's usually on the card.
Like I said, I like the moves the Mets made, but I really do believe this guy dance. These Twitch people are fucking hilarious.
This dude, I mean, that's probably the way he's tuning in, what he's currently doing. If that's the way you tap in to get your winners, just be
Votto is on an 8-game home run streak.
Dude, I just think the reason why I do like the first 5, and it's a reason that you didn't mention other than fading Hill, is Miley. Last 3 starts, 1.93 ERA. Sure, he's giving up a little bit of hits where he's 18 innings, 21 hits, so he's getting hit, but he's a contact pitcher a little bit more than anything else. So that's what they do. And his road starts, his under ERA is under 3. His road equals what his overall is. I think it's a very nice spot, especially for that first 5. If
right now, the first 5 money lines at plus 110. First 5 run line is at minus 124. Both great value, both bettable straight, both very good options in my opinion.
I 100% agree on that one. What else we got today? I can start bouncing around to some of the games and where my questions are at.
Okay, let's get it.
All right.
Let's get it, my guy. Oh, and just one more quick play that I have. I'm on the Oakland A's money line, minus 136. Early game, 4 p.m. Urban on the mound against Badia. I also like the over in the game at over 10.
Yeah, the A's.
You parlay both. You parlay the over and Oakland on the money line. It's at plus 231.
Ooh.
Meet me at the window. Price. Cash me out. Yes, sir.
That is a nice price right
That's
there.
what I'm rolling with in that game. I like that play. It's one of my favorites of the day.
So one of the games that I was eyeing up, obviously, Baltimore versus Detroit. You got Means versus Manning. You got a nice little young pitcher duel here. I kind of think it's maybe a potential stay away here, but I'm just pulling up Means' last numbers right now, so I have them in front of me, and he's been getting hit since he's came back.
Yep, he has not been the same guy.
That's why I was surprised not to see your Tigers team total over, one of your other favorite bets that drives you crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's the play, but the thing is that like right now they've been like they were okay last night, but they lost. They only put up 3 runs. Matt Harvey dominated them for the first 5+ innings. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I just they're young and exciting, but you have to expect inconsistency. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's very difficult to like continuously. They went on an 8-game run, and I think they're like 2-5 since.
Yeah, and then I remember Andrew was always the one saying, make sure you see who they've done it against, and that was the biggest thing. But I remember the Orioles were in that streak, so maybe they get it back tonight.
Yeah,
Manning will be on that pitch count.
I like the I like the Tigers in this spot. The money line at -106.
Yeah, that seems like sneaky short for some reason.
I do believe the over is the play in this game. If anything, I believe the over. I think both teams, I think both pitchers have the potential to just get smacked the fuck up. And then it keeps you away from picking a winner. But I believe this is a 8-5, 9-5 type of deal. Like not yet. And it can go either way. Like either team can win that game. But that's what I see. Neither yeah, that's just my anticipation for this particular matchup. I like the over. I believe what the number did I just say? The over 9.5 at -102. I love that personally.
So the next game that I want to hit on, I do like that over, is the Astros Giants. Wood, who I just think is he's due to get shelled. That's all I'm saying in this one. And then you got Greinke going on there as well. I mean, I just don't get how Wood is just so productive. Just because he gets the Ks. That's the only reason why. Just because he always seems to get hit, but teams don't get him all the way through against them.
My question for you, real quick, if you could look this up, right?
Yep.
When's the last time the Giants lost back-to-back games at the crib?
It's going to be a tough one. All right, what's your reasoning behind that as I'm trying to get?
I'm just because they lost last night, right? And one thing this team's been really good at is not going on losing streaks. They lose a game, they come back and win. I just want to know when the last time they lost back-to-back games at the crib was. If you have that.
Not really surprised that USA basketball is struggling.
Is that game on right now?
Yeah.
No,
they lost back-to-back July 5th and 6th against the Cardinals, and then they won the third one. That was the last thing I saw.
Oh, okay.
They lost back-to-back against Pittsburgh July 24th and July 23rd as well at the crib. Friday, Saturday. Yep. So 2 times this month they've lost back-to-back at the crib.
Yeah. Yeah, what streaming site do you use? I need that USA basketball game. Sorry.
Buff Streams, man. Buff Streams with a Z at the end.
Sorry. .com?
I just usually Google Buff Streams, and that's the first thing that comes off. Comes up.
Nah, it didn't come up.
What the hell?
Is it
good with the Google stream?
Buff Dash Streams?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, send me that, please. Thanks, bro. I'm sorry. I sorry, everyone. This is breaking news. I'm a basketball fiend. Sorry. Breaking news. Where'd you send it?
The private chat.
Awesome. Thank you. So back to baseball. Sorry. Right back to I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's where the game is. The wind was going out is what Outlaw said. I mean, I don't know if the wind's going to be going out today. I haven't looked, and I really don't cap wind, if I'm going to be honest. Some people do. Oakland or the Stros came through for us last night. That was the play you gave us.
Mm-hmm. Plus money, yes.
So that's just kind of where today with it's always hard not to back our man Greinke. I know you. Do you like him still or no?
I think the play in this game again is the over. If I had to pick,
are you just staying away from all unders for the time being?
Yes, and I should have fucking listened. Remember when we were doing the football show the other night?
Yeah, and bullpen
bets was like, shout out to him. He was like, bro, like don't touch unders. It's just kind of stupid. I think the over in this game. I think we get a good entertaining Saturday game from yeah, that's my call. I know people are going to say San Fran plays in the Pitchers Park. I don't give a fuck. I see runs.
I don't know, man. I think it's I think it's hard not to go back to Houston as a dog again as well. Even if I just take them first five, I'm not too sure. It's a 4-5 start today. I'm just thinking we should be going back to the Houston well.
I'm actually with you. You're not going to hear me say anything good about
25-17 against lefties. San Fran is 45-25 against righties. I mean, both teams have absurd records, so both teams do hit well. So that definitely plays into your trend there, Sosa, of that. And then, I was just about to say, other than that, Houston, they're not a real good Saturday team. Neither is San Fran. They both stink on Saturday, so it should be a fun one.
Absolutely. So that, like I said, that's I think that's pretty much all the joints I have. 2 games. I'm going yes runs first inning in the Colorado Rockies San Diego Padres game. Darvish and Marquez on the mound. Do you have the number on that? Because I don't have it online. It's early, so I don't have that.
Yeah, let me check.
And I'm also going no runs first inning in the Chicago versus Cleveland game at -105. I have that one.
No runs you run in the first inning for Rockies Padres or no?
Yes, runs first inning in the Padres game.
115 plus.
That's the play. Yes, runs first inning in the San Diego game, and no runs first inning in the White Sox Indians game.
Even.
Yes, sir. -110. I'm with that. 100%. Lock that in.
Yeah, I got even on my book for that one. So those are 2 nice little plus money plays for you right there.
And you got soccer.
Oh yeah, we got soccer. So I forget. I think it was one of your buddies who was coming into the chat last night and asking for an under, and I told him none of them. Good thing if you just played the overs last night, you had a great ass time because 5 goals in each. They all soared over, so no sweats there from that action.
And I was noting this. I never watch MLS. You know me. I bet on it, but I will never watch games. I just will look at like the sports app or just if it goes green or not, right?
Yep.
So when last night was like, and it wasn't even because it was like the first time I really watched MLS in forever. It'd been years. And your boy Joseph Martinez, who you always talk about, scored a goal inside the first minute. It was fucking crazy. I'm like, you talk about him all the time. And I'm like, this dude is it. Like the first goal he scored, it was world class too, bro. It was some other shit. Like I'm like, why? Like, yeah. Now I see why you really talk about him like that. He's the goods, man. He's tough.
That's why I was usually when we see some nice plus money or first goal scorer, we took them last Saturday. It was a tweeted out play and came close and nothing. And then, of course, right away, 48 seconds in, just hits a rocket off the post. I was like, you got to be shitting me because he was at like plus 230 or plus like 250 to be like an anytime goal scorer. Not even first goal scorer. He was like plus 500. It was nuts. I was a little salty.
Right, but it was still dope to see. It was cool to see.
All right, so can't jinx myself, but I do love the Saturday MLS slates. If you've been watching the show, that's the midweek we've been pushing around our money, not doing too great, but the weekends is where the cash is made.
Yes, sir.
My bad. My mic got muted. You still got me?
Yeah, you're here. We're here. We're all here.
Right. First way, not a play that I have just because team total isn't out for this game yet. But if you're looking for a team total over of the day, definitely be targeting Sporting Kansas City against FC Dallas. FC Dallas is the worst road team in the league. That defense is just miserable right now. That's your nice money line piece if you want to use it as an anchor, sitting at like -190 or -200. So if you're dying to be looking for a cross-sport parlay and looking for a money line anchor, that is your number one spot. Sosa, if you have potentially anything, we could do a cross-border there potentially, but that would be my recommendation of the entire slate. If you're looking for something to throw into a par, it's actually minus 165. So yes, 100%. Find me something to throw at that. I thought it was minus 200.
I got you. I'm on it right now.
Next play of the day, or I guess I would say the tread lightly spot of the day, because when you see New England as plus 200 road dogs, top team in the East, going to the Red Bulls, and it's a team that I love to fade and hate on. But here, the Red Bulls, they're 4-0-1, so they haven't lost at home in their past 5 games. The defense is starting to look a little bit more composed when they're starting to get their guys back, even though Long's out. They're starting to find some scoring up at the top. But New England is just a force. I can't talk anyone off taking their Asian handicap a plus 0.5 or plus 0.25. But I think that could be your potential trap game of the day. So I would tread lightly going onto that one. I wouldn't throw a bunch on New England today, but playing the Asian handicap, I would 100% agree with that.
All right.
Now to get into one of my 2 plays, I think I might. Yeah, no, there's 3 plays on the board. Seattle, San Jose, over 2.5, minus 120. Lock it in. This game has goals in its history. I was surprised that this isn't all the way up at 3. San Jose has finally started to find goals, but they just concede more than anything else. This was a potential first time I ever increased more than a 1 unit, but daily bread. So what do we do? 1 unit only, unless you go lower. So
Right.
Seattle, San Jose, over 2.5, minus 120.
Love it. Oh, you said over 2.5?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have it. I have it at 122. Yep.
Yep. Second play of the day, Honey Bear. She's not here with me right now, but I'm at my buddy's place, so there's a dog. See, no, we have a dog of the day.
It wouldn't be daily bread if we didn't.
Yeah, anytime I have a dog, anytime I'm watching a dog or being with one, there's always a dog of the day. But I did like this spot regardless, so it just worked out. If you want to go the safe route, take Real Salt Lake plus 0.5 at minus 130. If you think it's a potential draw since they are on the road, that would be your spot to play it safer. But I'm taking the plus 245 money line on Real Salt Lake. Houston, they made a nice trade for Baird. Don't know if he'll be potentially in the lineup today, just because it did happen like 2 days ago. But if he does end up being in there, then it is what it is. I'm still not too worried about it. But Real Salt Lake, one thing that they are doing is they're getting goals on the board. They've scored a goal in their past. The last time they didn't score was against LAFC, and that was 5 games ago. So they're getting on the board. Houston isn't a team that puts up multiple goals on the board very frequently, if at all. And this team hasn't won in their past 5. So to see them, I mean, I know it's MLS, it's wild, but at plus 245 on a team that hasn't won in their last 5, I'd give it to me. Play the Asian handicap if you want to go safer. But Krylich, he'd be my guy if you want to find someone to be a first time or anytime goal scorer. But yeah, Salt Lake is putting it together.
And
shitty city, but decent club.
I found your parlay pet match.
Ooh, give me it.
Padres money line, it's minus 198 to go with what you just said.
All right, let me get the odds on that cross sport.
I think I got it actually. It was, what was the play again? It was
so plus 260 for Real Salt Lake on your book, Murphy, or did you just give us the parlay that quickly? Either way, thank you for that. But yeah, if you get in plus 260 on Real Salt Lake, lock that in.
So which one was it? Oh, the over 2.5 goals, or
no? I mean, you could do that for the juicier one. It was just Sporting Kansas City minus 165.
No. Sporting, hold on, I got it on my joint. Sporting.
Nice, yeah, definitely take that plus 260 for Salt Lake. You'll probably have a great price on the plus 0.5 as well.
Yeah, I have it at plus parlay plus 129. If you do Kansas City on the money line, and Kansas City on the money line, and San Diego Padres on the money line.
All right.
Plus 129. So
then I don't know if it's a last play. The last game that I was looking at from the slate today, Nashville plays tomorrow. That was one game I was eyeing up. So tap back in for us tomorrow. Staying away from Minnesota, going at Vancouver. It seems like a trappy spot. Staying away from DC, FC Cincy, just two stinky clubs there. Colorado versus Austin. Colorado's been on a force right now. Austin can't win at home. It seems like a nice spot just to take Colorado on the Asian handicap. I'm not sold on that yet because Austin has a solid defense at home, but they're kind of just in the same boat as Houston. And watch, both of these guys are going to put egg on my face by scoring a bunch today. But neither of them, they're struggling to produce more than one goal a game. And Colorado has a solid defense, and I don't want to say suspect enough attack up top. I don't respect it as much as Salt Lakes, but they have enough to get 2 on the board there. So that's where Colorado is like, if you want a gamble bet, because you can take them plus 255, or you can take them at the Asian handicap plus 0.5 as well.
Shout out to Spin Doctor again.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite way.
If you really want to gamble.
Well, I call it a Taco Bell run. If you're just playing it on the big money line like that, that was my, if you want to gamble, it was like a Taco Bell run. But yes, I'll keep it with the over 2.5 in Seattle, San Jose, the cross sport parlay with the Padres, Sporting Kansas City money line, and then Real Salt Lake money line plus 251. If you want to gamble, put some action on the Rapids.
Big dog of the day. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, the one thing I do want to mention on the Olympics, Katie Ledecky holding the top 23 fastest time for the women's 800 thing was the first time I saw it. I didn't see the second part of the tweet where it's just the first 12. I was just like, that's casual, just casually does that. And then I see that it's the first 22. I'm like, good Lord.
The craziest part is that she got out. She gets out ahead of everyone, and then there's she just built different, bro. She's just an absolute dominant force in that. She's mastered distance swimming. Bro, I can only imagine the type of pain that these swimmers are in when they get out of water. When they because that is just an extreme display of physical ability, bro. Swimming at half a mile.
Yeah, no, thank you.
As fast as possible and not stopping. What the fuck?
Any big things from track last night that you saw?
No, not yet. But we're gonna have a lot of
medals weren't last night. Yeah, it was still qualifying.
A lot of good heats, some bad heats, a couple of nothing really crazy. Sydney McLaughlin, obviously, she dominated in her first heat. She looked amazing. She won the heat that she was in by a cool couple seconds.
USA's up 4 at half.
It's okay. What channel is that on? Is it on TV?
I have no idea. I haven't thrown on the TV today.
No, I don't even know how to access the Google machine apparently because
Fucking Vesely has 9 points already. Jan Vesely.
How the fuck do I find the games on the site you just sent me?
We can talk about that offline.
I'm sorry. I'm just what the fuck? I'm confused as hell. All right.
It's on Peacock TV. Yeah. That's your way to do it if you just buy that. But
I'm not fucking buying it. That's not happening. It's like when Tidal dropped. You're not getting the $9.99 Apple. No, never. You're never going to get that $9.99. Fuck that.
All right. Well, that basically wraps us up for this early Saturday morning stream. I'll be out in Pittsburgh last time. You want to play the game? Go to the Pirates game.
Enjoy the game. Have some brews. Hopefully, let's get a Phillies win. And let's cash out. Have a great day, man.
Yes, sir. Until tomorrow, we'll see you guys later. Chris, you're coming in late. But here, just make sure everyone who's still here gets that.
Yeah, screwball. I see what you did there. Y'all have a great day, man. Let's get this weekend started right,
Yes, sir. Deuces, fellas and women.